You swear or affirm.
Tony described him as being irate. The president said something to the effect of, "I'm the effing president, take me up to the Capitol now." I was in the vicinity of a conversation where I overheard the president say something to the effect of, I don't effing care that they have weapons. They're not here to hurt me, take the effing mags away.
You heard the president, Mr. Meadows, and the White House counsel discussing the hang Mike Pence chance.
I remember Pat saying something to the effect of, "Mark, we need to do something more. They're literally calling for the vice president to be effing hung." And Mark had responded something to the effect of, "You heard him, Pat. He thinks Mike deserves it. He doesn't think they're doing anything wrong."
Hugo Lowell is the congressional reporter at The Guardian and has been following these hearings closely. Hugo, there was only one person testifying at the hearing today. How close was she to the Oval Office, and what stood out to you in her testimony?
Well, so Cassidy Hutchinson was the top former aide to Trump's White House Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows, which placed her right on the doorstep of the Oval Office. In fact, her office next to Mark Meadows' office in the West Wing was just a short walk down the corridor from Trump's office. And so, she really saw everything that happened in the administration in the final weeks leading up to January 6th and through to Biden's inauguration. I think the one thing that really stood out from the hearing was the nexus of Trump to potential crimes. I think what became clear was the former president knew that the crowd outside the Save America rally where he was scheduled to deliver remarks was armed. And once he found out he was armed, he still sent them to the Capitol. And that basically puts him at the center of a crime of obstructing an official proceeding, potentially inciting the Capitol attack. And so I think that was very significant today.
It was extraordinary, too, that he knew the Vice President, Mike Pence, was there.
No, he knew all along exactly what was going on. He knew from his daily schedule. His Secret Service detail told him he was not going to the Capitol. He insisted on going to the Capitol. We heard extraordinary testimony about how he, lunged at the Secret Service agent driving the car to try and take him to the Capitol. His outburst when he found that he was stymied in his request to try and go to the House chamber and make a speech or somehow sway the congressional certification of the 2020 election to return himself to office. And he did all of this knowing, as you say, full well that Pence was there and that Pence was the subject of the rioters chanting, "Hang Mike Pence."
You mentioned the possibility of criminal charges. What would be the process there? Does the Department of Justice wait until the hearings are over?
Well, in theory, the Justice Department can bring charges anytime it likes. In fact, the only agency that can determine whether to bring charges is the Justice Department. So they can do or act however they like, independent of the congressional investigation. My guess, and this is based on conversations with committee sources and conversations with people close to the DOJ, is that they will probably wait until this investigation wraps up before they start actually charging anyone close to Trump's inner circle. I mean, one thing to note, though, they are already mounting several criminal investigations. They have one grand jury in Washington examining the rally organized on January 6th. They have another grand jury impaneled in D.C. that is examining Trump's inner circle and this fake elector scheme that we heard about last week and then in the weeks beforehand. So the Justice Department is moving pretty aggressively here, and all things point to some sort of indictment in the months ahead.
Are witnesses who are offering testimony that's damaging towards Donald Trump facing any kind of external pressure outside the hearings? One
witness, or several witnesses, in fact, were told how the former president knew they would be loyal and that, we know you have a deposition coming up, but we know you will remain loyal and you will, quote, do the right thing. I think that's really chilling. It, again, is another potential crime. I mean, this could be attempted witness intimidation or obstruction. So I think these are very, very serious points that the Select Committee made today and kind of show the gravity of what's being investigated.
Hugo Lowell, thanks for your time.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.